Yeah, just be rolling the elevators.
Okay. Officials, including Nancy Pelosi, Democratic leader of the U.S. House of Representatives, and San Francisco Mayor Ed Lee, toured the Richardson Apartments located at 365 Fulton Street at Gough. The building has no parking. It doesn't need it. It's blocks from mass transit. And behind the building, half a dozen city car share autos are ready to be rented. Rooftop solar panels power the building. The living roof is also accessible to the 30% of the tenants who are wheelchair bound, and its gardens will supply food to all tenants. The building is close to jobs. The Sustainable Communities Grant is geared to creating housing near transit and jobs. This community housing partnership is giving a home to 120 people who had been living on the streets or in institutional housing.
The planning that went into this project to ensure that it was in a transit corridor, that it had job opportunities. All of the property management staff here were individuals who were either low income or formerly homeless themselves.
It's the kind of building, near transit and jobs, the nearly $5 million grant is meant to encourage across the entire United States. The U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, the Environmental Protection Agency, and the U.S. Department of Transportation work together in determining the winners nationwide. The Metropolitan Transportation Commission and Association of Bay Area Governments received the second largest grant in the nation for its Regional Prosperity Plan.
But it's no accident that we would be a leader, a model to the country, having an initiative of national significance right from the start. I want you to know that this $5 million is very significant. It's part of almost $96 million for cities and regions nationwide, Mr. Mayor, and more than $115 million in matching grants across the country with this close coordination of EPA, transportation, and HUD.
I am here to congratulate all of you for the extraordinary work that you have done. This $5 million grant is part of $100 million in grant initiatives that is awarded by HUD and our other federal partners. It is estimated that people in this metropolitan area are spending 52 cents of every dollar on housing and transit in this metropolitan community. So it's important that people understand that we need to connect jobs and work. I'm particularly pleased to know that this is a partnership of federal, state, and local people, nonprofits, and the private sector.
Look at this.
Government agencies, local and regional governments, community organizations, and the private sector are working together in innovative new ways with the public to design housing and transit combinations like the Richardson Complex. There are tax credits for private investors.
So Raymond James invested $25 million to help make this project happen.
Wow.
Through the tax credit program.
It's a very important tax credit.
The MTC and ABAG are currently working on Plan Bay Area, the region's 25-year transportation and land use blueprint, which will be adopted in early 2013. As our population is expected to grow from about 7 million to 9 million people in 2040, we need to start making transportation, housing, and land use decisions that sustain the Bay Area's high quality of life for current and future residents.
This looks like a great complex. I saw that it opened up in September. It's already full, so it's a great testimony to what's needed here, not only in San Francisco, but throughout the Bay Area.
This really is a different way of doing business, and it's a way that we're very proud of. And it's needed in this time when we have less and less funds. It does it better for less money.
And it also provides an opportunity for community gardening.
It's when people come together with the good cause, and then they speak to everybody, and they get the best ideas, and they collaborate. There's no boundaries as to what we can do. I'm excited because it's not just the $5 million that we're getting. It's what that money will leverage with everything else. In fact, it immediately will leverage local dollars. I'm making a commitment, along with the others in the 9 counties, that we're going to use this money and leverage it with other monies that we have to make the planning process even more vigorous, more complete, more inclusive, so that we can get the best planning idea and balance all of these issues. because we're always going to be challenged by the lack of resources.
The federal government is investing $96 million in the Sustainable Communities Award. But leveraging that money with private, local, and state money means $211 million will be invested this year in planning for smarter growth for the future. In San Francisco, Mark Jones reporting.